name's Joe, and if you've been following this channel at all, then you'll know it's been a while since I put out a new video. There are a number of reasons for that. First is I just work a lot. Second is I've been fighting illness the last several weeks that my daughter brings home from daycare. There was a local comic book convention here in Kansas City last weekend called Planet Comic-Con. I hope to be making a video about that sometime soon. And also, I bought some new shelves and I've rearranged some things here in the man cave. So that's been keeping me pretty busy. Another reason why I haven't put out a video for a while is because I got an email from YouTube a while back saying that they're changing their policy and that I won't be able to monetize my videos anymore until I have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours worth of view time. Now, I don't have any delusions. I know I'm not going to become a YouTube star. I don't plan on supporting my family by making videos about action figures and comic books. But I would like for this channel to pay for itself so that I could upgrade my camera and maybe get some new lights here in the man cave. Now, that just seems like it's getting further and further away. And knowing my luck, as soon as I hit that 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours worth of view time threshold, they'll probably just raise it again, and I still won't be able to monetize my videos. So it's kind of a kick in the balls, and it's a little disheartening. So I apologize for laying all that on you right now, but I wanted to get it off my chest, and I've recently picked up some new subscribers, so I wanted to explain to everybody why I haven't been making videos recently. But that's not why you're here right now. The reason why we're here is for a review of this new Marvel Legends Walgreens exclusive Fantastic Four Reed Richards action figure. So let's get started with the review. Cheers. Alright, so first of all, here's the box that Mr. Fantastic comes in. I really don't care too much about this kind of stuff. I think a lot of YouTube reviewers waste a lot of time talking about the packaging and boxes that figures come in. I couldn't care less about that, really. If you are interested, here it is. Now I'm going to go throw this away. Alright, so here we have Mr. Fantastic out of the package, and my first impression is that he looks pretty good. The arms and legs look to be reused from the Pizza Spidey mold, which I'm actually okay with. At one time I thought they might have been using the Spider-Man 2099 or Sunfire Buck body for this Reed Richards, because I hadn't seen very many clear pictures of this figure, but I think the Spider-Man arms and legs are a good fit for this character. I believe the crotch and the torso are all new, and the head sculpt is definitely brand new. I think the head sculpt for this Reed Richards figure is pretty well done. It's a lot more comic booky than my old Toy Biz Mr. Fantastic figure, but not as cartoony as a couple other versions. So this has a nice comic book feel to it, which I really like. There isn't much paint on this figure, but what is there is done pretty well, which is fortunate for me because this is the only one I've ever seen in the wild. He has a few small paint flaws here and there, but his face looks good, and the 4 symbol on his chest is nice and sharp. Okay, so here's the aspect of this figure that I was most curious / worried about, which is the bendy alternate arms. Obviously, since the bendy wire arms are made out of a different kind of material than the rest of the body, there was a chance that the shade of blue might not have matched the rest of the costume, but I think Hasbro did a very good job and matched the bendy wire arms to the color of the costume perfectly. Unfortunately, these arms are a real bitch to get posed the way you'd like. The material is just so rigid that it's difficult to bend them at all, much less try to make them look cool. I typically use my wife's hair dryer to soften up plastic on new action figures or figures that are particularly brittle or easily broken, and I prefer to use my wife's hair dryer versus scalding hot water because it's just not as messy. But I had better luck soaking these arms in hot water than using the hair dryer. And you definitely need to do something to soften the arms up before you try to pose them, because like I said, the plastic is just really stiff. On top of the alternate arms, this Mr. Fantastic figure also comes with the Ultimate Nullifier, which is just a solid piece of gray or silver colored plastic. There's really no paint on it. It's got a little bit of sculpted detail. It's kind of interesting looking. I believe that the Watcher gives the Fantastic Four the Ultimate Nullifier to help them fight off Galactus the first time he showed up on Earth. Ultimate Nullifier fits in the right hand of his regular arm very well. And as you can see, he can hold the Ultimate Nullifier between the thumb and middle finger and the hands of his bendy arms as well. So Mr. Fantastic has all the articulation that you'd expect from a modern Marvel Legends figure. His head is on a ball joint, on a disc there, so he can look down pretty far. He can look up really far, side to side obviously. He can also tilt his head a little bit from side to side, which is cool since he's got that one eyebrow arched. And the shoulder articulation is the same on the regular arms and the bendy wire arms. You can go all the way out to the side like that and go all the way around. The bendy wire arms are easily removed. They just plug in like that. They're pretty secure and they snap out fairly easily. His regular arms pop in and out just as easily. They go up really far, all the way around. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that work pretty well. He's got a swivel at the wrist and a pivot. He has a pretty good ab crunch joint that goes fairly far down and fairly far back. He has a waist swivel. Like I said, he's basically just like the Pizza Spider-Man from the waist down. His legs go out about this far to the side. They go about this far forward, a little bit back. He's got that thigh swivel, which I never use because it just breaks up the sculpt. I think it looks really ugly. He's got double jointed knees that work really well. No calf swivel or boot cuff swivel, unfortunately, but he does have that ankle pivot. He can point and flex his toes really well, and he has that ankle rocker joint, which you're going to need to get him in a wide stance to support these giant rubber arms. Alright, and here's another burning question I had about this new Reed Richards Mr. Fantastic figure before I got him was, is the blue of his costume going to match Sue? And is the 4 logo on his chest going to match Sue and Johnny here? And the answer is yes. I think the 3 of these look really great together, and I'm really looking forward to the Thing figure. It was confirmed over last weekend at Toy Fair that Hasbro is going to do a Walgreens exclusive Thing figure to go with these. I'm sure that Hasbro will match the color of Thing's trunks to the costumes of Reed and Sue here. So I'm really excited about that. It'll be great to finally have a team where the costumes all match. Here's the new Walgreens exclusive Mr. Fantastic figure next to my old Toy Biz Thing figures. And even though I really like these figures still, especially this one here, I'm probably going to replace them with the new Walgreens version that comes out later this year. This way I won't have to worry about repainting the trunks and getting them to match the same shade of blue that Reed and Sue Storm are wearing. I imagine the new Thing figure will have better articulation than these. And I heard that he's going to come with 2 different head sculpts, so he'll have a frowny face like this figure and an open mouth, gritted teeth face like this figure. Here he is next to my old Toy Biz Mr. Fantastic, and it's no contest. The new one is leaps and bounds better than the old one. I do like the head sculpt on the old figure, but it doesn't scream Reed Richards to me like this newer one does. And for another size comparison, here he is next to the Hasbro Dr. Doom figure. That's actually the only Dr. Doom figure that I have in my collection. Because Dr. Doom's wearing a suit of armor, he should be taller and more bulky than Reed Richards. Here's a size comparison between the new Mr. Fantastic and a couple of comic book style Black Panther figures. I think the one with the blue shading is from the Rocket Raccoon or Hit Monkey Wave. I can't remember exactly. I had to buy that one on eBay because I never saw it in stores. Everybody bitches about the blue shading on that, but I quite like it. Then we have the new Walmart exclusive Black Panther with the cape and the spear. I replaced the head with the Carl Mordo head from the Doctor Strange wave for a comic book style T'Challa. And Fantastic Four comics is how I was introduced to the Black Panther. Just saw the Black Panther movie this weekend with my wife. It's fantastic, so definitely go check it out if you haven't seen it. I don't know if I'll go see it again, but I really enjoyed it, and I'll definitely buy it on Blu-ray when it comes out. Here's Reed with the old Toy Biz Namor and the recent Namor figure that came out in the Black Panther wave. I think these scale pretty well together. I've seen the Walgreens exclusive Namor figure many times. He's cool, he looks nice, but I don't like him enough to replace this old Toy Biz. I think the Toy Biz one holds up pretty well, and I like that figure a lot. I got him pretty cheap too. Here are a few other Marvel Legends figures that Mr. Fantastic shares a few parts with. Obviously, he doesn't have the same chest because he doesn't have the butterfly shoulder joint. But there's the Dormammu Wave Iron Fist figure, there's Pizza Spidey, and there's the Juggernaut Wave Iceman figure. And just for fun, here's Mr. Fantastic with his stretchy DC Comics counterparts. There's the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive DCUC Plastic Man, and the DC Club Infinite Earths Mattel subscription Elongated Man. And after having messed around with the bendy wire arms a little bit with this Mr. Fantastic figure, I kind of wish that Hasbro had done something a little bit more along the lines of this Elongated Man figure instead, or like the Camilla Khan figure that came out a year or so ago. If he'd come with elongated plastic arms that were articulated, I think that would have been better than those bendy wire arms, because they're pretty hard to manipulate. Easier to pose, and it would look just as cool, or maybe better. Alright, so I don't have a good place to display my Fantastic Four collection right now, but when I do get some more shelving, this is kind of what I have in mind. Here you got the Return of Marvel Legends Claw figure. I know he's outdated now. I like the head sculpt on this figure much better than the new one that comes in the 2-pack, so I don't think I'm going to replace that one. I don't care that much about Claw. There's that Walmart exclusive Black Panther with the head swap that I showed you. There's Sue Storm with a Herbie, that's Walgreens exclusive also. There's a new Black Panther Wave Namor on the old Namor's water effect base. There's a new Mr. Fantastic right in front. Old Toy Biz Thing figure that's going to be replaced eventually with a new Walgreens exclusive Thing figure. There's my Marvel Select Silver Surfer figure, and the figure isn't that great, but I absolutely love that surfboard and the effect base that he comes with. So even if I do get the new Marvel Legends Silver Surfer figure, I think it might also be coming out later this year as a Walgreens exclusive. Even if I do buy that figure, I'm going to keep that base and use it with the new Silver Surfer figure. Then I've got my Bowen Galactus bust in the back there. I picked that up at a local comic book shop real cheap. Hasbro Marvel Legends Doctor Doom figure with an effect piece from this Silver Surfer figure. There's the new Walgreens exclusive Human Torch sitting on top of the old Toy Biz Human Torch's flame effect base thing. There's the Walgreens exclusive Medusa. I think she's fantastic. I've seen her several times while I was out hunting around for Reed Richards figure there, and she's really, really cool, especially if you can find her for $12.99. Then there's my old Toy Biz Namor figure just below her. There's a Hasbro Marvel Legends Black Panther, the one with the blue shading that everybody gripes about. I really like that blue shading. I think it makes him look like he just stepped off a panel from a comic book. That's my go-to Black Panther. So there you have it. That's what my display is going to look like eventually, I hope, when I can get some more shelving to display the rest of my collection. So there you have it. There's my review of the new Marvel Legends Walgreens exclusive Fantastic Four Reed Richards Mr. Fantastic figure. If you're interested in picking up this figure, then I suggest you go out and start hunting around for him at your local Walgreens stores, because right now Walgreens has a sale where all their Marvel Legends figures are $12.99 as long as you have a Walgreens card. I heard reports online that these figures first started showing up in Kentucky a few weeks ago, which is odd because typically new action figures seem to hit the East or West Coast a month or so before they make it to the Midwest. But I guess even the losers get lucky sometimes. Most of the video reviewers that I watch on YouTube have been making videos of Spider-Man, Deadpool, and the new Avengers Infinity War waves. So I don't know if they just skipped over this Mr. Fantastic figure, or if they haven't been finding him on the coasts yet. But either way, I haven't seen a review of this figure on YouTube yet, so I thought I'd take advantage and try to help fill that void. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative and entertaining. I'd really appreciate it if you'd like this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends, and leave a comment down below. I always like hearing back from you guys. So that's all for me today. Until next time, take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.